Jacqueline Lopez here. I'm all decked out, ready to decorate some cupcakes here at Duff's Cake Mix. I am here with Chef Duff. Chef, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
I have to ask you, you were in Charm City. What made you jump over to the West Coast?
We were doing so many cakes here, and I found myself driving cakes across country like over and over and over again. I was like, it'll be cheaper for me to pay rent in Los Angeles than to keep spending all this money on gas driving cakes from Baltimore all the way to LA. So when I moved out here to open up Charm City Cakes West, we also opened up Duff's Cake Mix, which is basically, that's what you do here. You come on in, we give you a cake, we give you all the stuff, all the tools, everything, and you make your own cake.
It's a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie, seeing all these different cakes around me. I mean, how is it? I was gonna say,
I can do it.
Well, clearly, you've succeeded. But, I mean, what would you say to people, like, what is the basic fundamentals that you kind of need when it comes to cake decorating?
Be patient and have fun. Take your time. It's just a cake. No one's gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, if you totally mess it up, at least you get to eat it. You know, like if you go to like the pottery place, you know, you paint your own pottery, like if you mess that up, you're like, oh man, I messed up like my little water jug or whatever, and then it's just messed up. With a messed up cake, you still get to eat it, so it's still not useless.
It's like it's a lose, but it's a win, really.
It's cake. You can't lose. There is no losing.
There's no losing with cake. So, case in point, you come here, make a cake, live the dream, and it's just have fun, right?
It totally have fun. I mean, look at this. Like, look at all these sprinkles. Like you have all this stuff. You can airbrush. You can make anything you want. There's no rules. Like, play with your food. It's super fun, and you get to eat it. It's great.
Hi, I'm Courtney. Welcome to Duff's Cake Mix.
Okay, so what's the plan of attack?
All right, so the first thing you're going to decide is whether you'd like to decorate cupcakes or a cake.
I'm going to start small. I think I'm going to do a cupcake, actually.
Cupcakes it is. So the first thing that you're going to choose is you're going to get 8 cupcakes total, and you get to choose what flavors you want. So we have vanilla, chocolate, confetti, lemon, red velvet. So what's your favorite flavor?
Well, I love red velvet and chocolate.
All right, so we'll do red velvet and chocolate for you to decorate. And then you're going to get to choose frostings, fondant, and goodies to decorate with.
All right, so we are at the fondant station. All right, Courtney, walk me through this.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some cornstarch down so it doesn't stick to anything.
Okay.
It tends to get a little sticky. And what we're going to do is we're just going to flatten it out. And then we're going to use our fondant machine, and it's kind of be our cheater because we're just going to slide it through and it's going to do all the work for us. So it's going to flatten it right out. It's a lot easier than doing it yourself. And we're going to take this little cutter right here, and we're going to cut out a circle.
All right, so we're in the airbrush booth where they paint on abs after you eat all the cake, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's exactly okay. So I'm assuming airbrush. How hard is it? What are we doing?
It's not that hard. What we start with is we always start with a white base. That way we can put any color on the outside. So let's start with some blue. And what's great about the airbrush booth is you can kind of make colors go into other colors.
So I am actually in the thick of it where it somewhat all started at Charm City Cakes West. Can you tell us a little bit about this side of the building?
So on the other side, you get to decorate it yourself, but on this side is where you're gonna get those really cool, fancy, professionally done cakes. So if you need a wedding cake or you need a fancy birthday cake, this is where you're gonna come to get it. And they are all super cool.
Well, that's it from Duff's Cake Mix. I'm Jacqueline Lopez with TheRealStanley.com.